Good morning everyone. My topic is distributed database management system. Uh, First of all, we will see the evolution of distributed database management system. Uh, that it is also called DDBMS. It governs storage and processing of logically related data over interconnected computer systems in which both data are processing functions are distributed among several sites. Also, the centralized database requires that cooperate data stored in a single central site. The performance degradation as number of remote sites grew depends on high cost to maintain large centralized database, reliability problems with one central site, the dynamic business environment and centralized database shortcomings spawned a demand for applications based on data access from different sources at multiple locations. The business operations become more decentralized geography, competition at global level, rapid technological change in computers. This diagram shows the centralized database of management system. In this, first of all, the data is sent, then it is read through the local database, then the request is sent, and request is sent by the end user, and the reply has been given. Now we will see the advantages of distributed database management system. First is data are located near greatest demand site. Second one, faster data access, faster data processing, growth facilitation, improved communication, reduce operating costs, user-friendly interface, less danger of a single point failure, and last one is processor independence. Now we will see the disadvantages. Complexity of management and control, security, lack of standards, increased storage requirements, greater difficulty in managing the data environment, increased training cost. Now we will see the difference between distributed processing and distributed database. Firstly, distributed processing. It is a database logically processing which is shared among two or more physically independent sites that are connected through a network. One computer performs input-output data selection and validation, while second computer creates reports. It uses a single site database, but the processing cores are shared among several sites. Now, the distributed database. It stores a logically related database over two or more physically independent sites. The sites are connected via network. The database is composed of database fragments which are located at different sites and may also be replicated among various sites. This diagram shows the distributed processing environment. You can see there are two computers. So this diagram also shows the environment. Now we will see the characteristics of database management system. Firstly, application interface, validation, transformation, query optimization, mapping, input-output interference, formatting, security, backup and recovery, database administration, concurrency control, and the last one is transaction management. The characteristics of distributed management system. It must perform all the functions of a centralized DBMS. It must handle all necessary functions imposed by the distribution of data and processing. It also must perform these additional functions transparently to the end user. This diagram shows the full distributed database management system. Now we will see the distributed database management components. It must include at least the following components: that are the computer workstations, network hardware and software. It allows all sites to interact and exchange data. Communication media. In this, it should carry the data from one workstation to another. The next one is transaction processor. The software component found in each computer that receives and processes the application request data. Data processor or data manager. Software component residing on each computer that stores and retrieves data located at the site. May even be a centralized DBMS. It may be even centralized database management system. Communication between the TPs and DPs is made possible through a set of protocols used by the DDBMS. This diagram shows the components of distributed database system. There are some levels of data and process distribution, that are single site process and multiple site process. Now we will see single site processing. All processing is done on single CPU or host computer, that is mainframe or mid-range or PC. All data are stored on host computer's local list. Processing cannot be done on end user side of the system. Typical of the most mainframe and mid-range computer database management system. DBMS is located on the host computer, which is accessed by the dumb terminals connected to it. Also typical of the first generation of single user microcomputer databases. This diagram shows single site processing. Now we will see multiple site processing. Multiple processes run on different computers sharing a single data repository. MPSD scenario requires a network file server running conventional applications that are accessed through a LAN. Many multi-user accounting applications running under a personal computer network fit such a description. TP at each workstation acts only as a redirector to the route all network data requests to the file server. All record and file locking activity occurs at the end user location. All data selection, search and update function takes place at the workstation. To perform select that results in 50 rows, 10,000 row table must travel over a network to the end user. The processing is distributed. Data can be located at multiple sites. The data can be classified into two types, homogeneous and heterogeneous. Homogeneous. It integrates only one type of centralized DBMS over a network. The same DBMS will running on different mainframes, mini computers and microcomputers. Heterogeneous. It integrates different types of centralized DBMS over a network. Fully heterogeneous. It supports different DBMS that may even support data models running under different computer systems such as mainframes and microcomputers. No DBMS currently provides full support for heterogeneous or fully heterogeneous database. This diagram shows heterogeneous distributed scenario. The features of distributed database. It allows end user to feel like databases only users. Users feel like they are working with a centralized database. That features include distribution transparency. That means user does not know where the data is located, if replicated or partitioned. Transaction transparency. In this, transaction can update at several network sites to ensure data integrity. Failure transparency. In this, system continues to operate in the event of a node failure. Performance transparency. It allows system to perform as if it were a centralized DBMS. No performance degradation due to use of a network or platform differences. Heterogeneity transparency. It allows the integration of several different local DBMS under a common schema. Distribution transparency. Three levels of distribution transparency are fragmentation, location and local mapping. A summary that you can see in this diagram. This diagram shows the remote request, remote transaction. It accesses data at a single remote site. This transaction updates to tables. Each SQL statement can reference only one remote DP at a time, and the entire transaction can be executed at only remote DP. Distributed transaction. It allows a transaction to reference several distributions. Each request can access only one remote site at a time. Distributed request. Similarly, a table fragmented across two sites can be transparently required in one select. Another distributed request. Distributed concurrency control. The effect two-phase commit protocol. There are two phases of committing protocols. First one is preparation and second is final commit. Now we will see distributed database design. It contains data fragmentation, data replication, data allocation. Data fragmentation, it can be of three types: horizontal, vertical or mixed. This is the diagram you can see. For example, we can say horizontal, vertical and mixed. This is the table content. Data replication. This diagram shows data replication. Replication scenario. Data allocation. Now we will see client server versus DDBMS. It is the way in which computer interact to form a system. Features a user of resources or client and a provider of sources. It can be used to implement a DBMS in which the client is TP and the server is DP. The advantages of client server: less expensive than alternate mini computer or mainframe solution. It allows end user to use microcomputers GUI. Also considerable cost advantage. Disadvantages: possible to spread data access to a much wider circle of users. Creates a more complex environment. An increase in the number of users